£100,000. It was a terrific race. With Lester Piggott suspended, John Mathias was on Mrs. Penny, while Britain's other runner was Corelia, ridden by Willie Carson. Ireland was represented by Cairn Rouge and Little Bonnie. But the favourite was the unbeaten French-trained filly Detroit, owned by Robert Sangster and ridden by Pat Ederill. The second favourite, Ariane and Yves Saint-Martin. Here's what happened. In the straight now, and it's Ariane, dressed by Little Bonnie on the far rails. Corelia towards the stand side with Paranet. Mrs. Penny just behind the leaders towards the far side with Detroit on the rails and Pat Ederill. And now it's Little Bonnie from Ariane. Weakening on the stand side is Corelia. Bursting through on the far side is Mrs. Penny with Detroit and Cairn Rouge just behind the leaders. But it's Little Bonnie, pressed by Detroit. Mrs. Penny bursting through. Ariane weakens now. Well inside the final furlong, it's Little Bonnie, pressed by Mrs. Penny. These two drawing clear. As coming past on the stand side comes Cairn Rouge and Gold River. But it's Mrs. Penny at the line. Mrs. Penny wins from Little Bonnie second, Detroit third. So Mrs. Penny by half a length at 9-1, but a look at the slow motion suggests that Detroit may have been unlucky. That's her on the rails in the white cap just behind the two leaders. And as Mrs. Penny and John Mathias burst through here, Detroit just seems to be checked for a moment in her run. That's Little Bonnie on the far rails, and it's just here that Pat Ederill has to check Detroit. You can see her head went up as Mrs. Penny and John Mathias come bursting through. It now becomes a battle royal between Christy Roach on the far side and Little Bonnie and John Mathias on Mrs. Penny, and Pat Ederill behind them, you see, has to switch Detroit towards the outside. Cairn Rouge and Gold River come on the outside as Ariane weakens. But running up to the line, Mrs. Penny holds on bravely to win by half a length from Little Bonnie second, with Detroit third, and a whole pack of horses very close behind. Well, if you were watching our programme yesterday, you'll have heard Ian Balding confirm John Mathias as the rider of Mrs. Penny in the Ark, which leaves Lester Piggott without a mount in the big race. But what of Pat Ederill? Mystery surrounds him. He's been booked by Dick Hearn to ride the second string of either Elamanamu or Niniski, whichever Willie Carson rejects. But there was speculation today that Pat might be on Detroit after all, and Major Dick Hearn declines to comment. Well, that takes us on to our last race today at Newbury. It's the Mill Reef Stakes, named after that great horse, trained by Mrs. Penny, Ian Balding's, the trainer of Mrs. Penny, Ian Balding's great horse, Mill Reef, who won in 1971. The Mill Reef Stakes, 7 runners and riders, named now by Peter.
1 is Another Realm, ridden by Joe Mercer. 4, MATTABOY, Lester Piggott. 5, POLDHU B.Raymond. 6, Red Russet, John Mathias. 7, Southern Frontier, John Reed. 8, Sweet Monday, Philip Waldron. And 9, Von Erlach, ridden by Willie Carson. On our way to join them with Jimmy Lindley, here's how they're betting.
Another Realm is 2-1 favourite. POLDHU 9-4. MATTABOY 7-2. Southern Frontier 10-1. Sweet Monday the same price. There's interest there. It opened at 14s, went at 12, and is now 10-1. Von Erlach 16-1. Red Russet 25-1.
Well, there's the favourite, the 2-1 favourite. Frankie Durr's done a great job with this Son of Realm, winning 4 of his 8 starts, notably in the Group 2 Richmond Stakes at Goodwood last month, fighting hard to get the better of Belbo Lead by a head. One of his defeats, however, came at the hands of Penmarrick. That was in the National Stakes at Sandown in July, when he finished third with Swan Princess a length in front of him in third place. At the moment, in second place, I should have said. At the moment, 6 furlongs, I would say, is going to be this colt's best trip. But just have a look at him. Isn't he a grand individual, this, and a real tough, old-fashioned type of racehorse, this? And I think he's going to take all the beating here. There he is. Well worth having a look at. Number 1, Another Realm. And there is MATTABOY. Made a winning debut in the Star Stakes at Sandown. That was in July when beating Another Rumbo by 4 lengths. He's been beaten twice since then in the Rouse Memorial Stakes at Goodwood, just failing to hold integrity by a length and a half. And then at York in the Prince of Wales Stakes, this time filling third place, 4 lengths off that very speedy filly Marwell. That day Red Russet was back behind him in 4th place, and I think he'll confirm that form today with that other horse. But just look at him, and another good individual too. But don't forget, this Mill Reef Stakes is a Group 2 race, so nearly always a pretty high-class field turns out for him. In the crossbout, that's number 7, Southern Frontier. But let's go and have a look at number 9, Von Erlach. This colt's only started the once at Salisbury, so he's a little bit of a mystery. That was 9 days ago, a 6-furlong maiden, where he made all, and although getting a little tired in the last 100 yards, held on well to beat Charlie Song by half a length. You can see Willie Carson having a little bit of a joke there. But on that form, I would hardly say he's good enough to beat one or two of the other colts today, with the likes of Another Realm and MATTABOY. But a nice horse, nevertheless, and a lot of improvement in him. Let's have a look at POLDHU. Sweet Monday there at 8 to 1 from 10 to 1. Quite significant. Shifted 2 points there in the market. But now we're looking at POLDHU. One of POLDHU's 2 successes was the Washington Singer Stakes here at Newbury when getting the better of Pellegrini. And another of today's runners, Southern Frontier, was 3rd. His next start was in the Gimcrack Stakes at York, when a good 3rd behind Belbo Lead and Parkdale. So that's not far off the best form. This high-class colt has proved to be somewhat of a bargain. He only cost 5,800 guineas as a yearling. Let's go and see where he figures in the market.
MATTABOY 7 to 2. At Another Realm is the favourite, 2 to 1. POLDHU 9 to 4. MATTABOY 7 to 2. Sweet Monday 8. That's come in very drastically. The Southern Frontier has gone out to 11 to 1 now. Von Erlach 16s and Red Russet 25 to 1.
There's Leicester, waiting to be put on in on the stalls on MATTABOY, with Another Realm just standing quietly in the background. Von Erlach just about to go in with Willie Carson and Sweet Monday. We can pick Sweet Monday up for you. He should be over the left of the pit. There he is in the stripes. Another Realm, 15 to 8 favourite from 2 to 1. Sweet Monday showed a lot of ability on his 3rd start. That was when winning the Salsey Stakes at Goodwood, beating Brackerdale by a length and a half. His only start since then was at Kempton, when he ran 4th behind some very speedy animals, Cutthroat, Pushy and Nassim. And that day he jumped the road after they'd gone about 3 furlongs, so he could find a little bit on that form. He's a nice colt, I like him, and could perhaps surprise a little bit of an upset here. Red Russet coming up quite nicely. POLDHU at 5 to 2 from 9 to 4. I've got an idea Red Russet's about the last to go in. John Matthias ridden 1 winner here already, so let's join Peter.
You're right, Jim, he's the last in. That's it, they're all installed for the Mill Reef. They're under orders, and they're away. POLDHU breaks fast over towards the far side, the right of the picture. MATTABOY towards the left of the picture, and it's MATTABOY running along the rail. Over on the far side, POLDHU. Von Erlach's up with them, and so Sweet Monday. And Another Realm is tracking MATTABOY. And it's MATTABOY and Sweet Monday now from Von Erlach. Another Realm on the stand side, just in behind MATTABOY. POLDHU over on the far side, just lost a little bit of ground. They're coming down now towards the 3 furlong mark, the halfway mark, and it's MATTABOY, Sweet Monday, POLDHU getting back in the picture over on the far side. Southern Frontier's made ground. Another Realm's tucked in just behind the leaders. Von Erlach's lost his place altogether. They're coming down towards the 2 furlong mark, and it's MATTABOY and Sweet Monday from POLDHU. Another Realm is under pressure now, inside the final 2 furlongs. MATTABOY on the near side, Sweet Monday on the far side, POLDHU under pressure. Another Realm is getting nowhere at the moment, racing down into the final furlong. Sweet Monday on the far side, MATTABOY on the near side, and it's Sweet Monday with the advantage now from MATTABOY and POLDHU. Sweet Monday from MATTABOY and POLDHU as they race up towards the line. Sweet Monday from MATTABOY and POLDHU. That looks as though how they're going to finish. Sweet Monday racing clear as they come up towards the line. Sweet Monday wins it from MATTABOY in 2nd and POLDHU 3rd. Then came Red Russet, and behind them was Another Realm and Southern Frontier, and last Von Erlach. And so the result of the 9th running of the Mill Reef Stakes is first, number 8, Sweet Monday, owned by Mr. J.R. Redfern, trained by Jack Holt and ridden by Philip Waldron. Second was number 4, MATTABOY, owned by Mr. Ravi Tiku, trained by Robert Armstrong and ridden by Lester Piggott. And third was number 5, POLDHU, owned by squadron leader R.A. Milson, trained by Mick Jarvis and ridden by Bruce Raymond. And fourth was number 6, Red Russet. Close, in fact, for fourth. I think we'll just find it's Red Russet. No doubt about the 1, 2, 3. Here's how they raced home as we review the 9th running of the Mill Reef with Julian Wilson.
A very disappointing run by the favourite, Another Realm. One of the first beaten. That's him just tracking the leader on the rails. MATTABOY just challenged here by Sweet Monday, who forges ahead on the outside. POLDHU just behind those, and also running on behind the leaders, Red Russet, without getting in a blow. But here, Sweet Monday has hit the front, and they run home in just about the same order as they are passing the furlong point. Sweet Monday, well, this horse is improved. It must have been a good thing in that maiden race at Goodwood. Philip Waldron's driven him right out to the line. Perhaps he preferred the ground a little bit softer. He's just carrying his head a little bit there. MATTABOY, well, he runs perhaps the best race he's run so far, and POLDHU, he can't quicken in the last furlong. Not perhaps a vintage Mill.
Without a doubt, he loves to mooch along in behind.